son, who's possibly with the daughter. Sub eyewitness.
2412.
Veteran crisis hotline's calling in, so they have a female veteran's off her medication. She's over at the safe haven. Detective 12, we'll check that one out.
6 Rumble, 2-1 start, make your shots.
Officer still stands for time? No. Offender in custody? Anyone else close by this first, let me know.
There we go. Always got to wait for that saxophone, that beautiful saxophone. Always got to wait for it. Give me 1 second. Sorry, y'all. The heat just took it out of me today. It was hot as hell out there. Good evening, everybody. And my sinuses, too. I want to start off a special thank you to two people. I want to say thank you to Allegedly with Brittany J. And I want to say thank you to the Pascal Show. Both of those shows allowed me to be able to discuss the post. Brittany, I was able to be reached out before. So respect to Brittany for asking and talking to me about it and reaching out to me prior. And I want to say thank you to Pascal for allowing me to come on the show to tell the real story about what some people might think is the truth. And so, this is what I have to explain to everybody. When it comes to that message, that post, if that one person believes it, then the next community member believes it, then the next community member believes it, then the next community member believes it, and all of a sudden there's a whole community that thinks that I'm some person that's going to trespass and go on people's property without permission. So when you're out there searching for missing loved ones, and sometimes you need that community's permission, it's very important to have the trust of the community for that, instead of what somebody might have put out you that's not the truth. Do you see where I'm coming from? So that's why when I'm hearing all of these people talking about it, shout out to Allegedly with Brittany J last night. I got to talk about it before she brought it up. So shout out to her. Mad respect for Brittany. Other people didn't reach out. Somebody else happened to be going live when I was going live. And I was like, okay. Did we send people over there to bomb a chat? No. Did our chat bomb a chat? No. The reason that Pascal had to say what he did at the end of his video, and he can even look them up himself if he would like. The reason he said what he said at the interview or at the end of the show was because of the things that his own community was saying to him, not things from our community. He can go back and rewatch his live chat. Things from our community were, Pascal, please allow CJ to tell the truth. This is his safety. It's my safety because I'm in the communities that are supposed to trust that I'm doing the right thing the right way, like I do. Do you see where I'm coming from? I go into places where sometimes communities, certain people, don't want you to find that missing person. That's dangerous for people like us because we're putting ourselves out there on the line to try and help somebody else, and we're putting ourselves in danger because of that. And so any 1%, that another community member out there thinks that we are about trespassing, that thinks that we are about going on people's property without permission, we can't have that because that's not what we're about. will never be about it. The footage shows we're not about it. What we're about is 150 to the community. Respect, love, compassion, effort. That's what we're about. And so, even if somebody doesn't say the name CJ, I never said he called my name out. His chat was just blowing his own shit up. They were saying a whole bunch of shit that wasn't even true. People can go watch the show. His chat was saying a whole bunch of shit that wasn't true. He can watch his live chat. People can go watch our show. When I got upset, it was because somebody has a humongous platform, and it's very important that not one other community member thinks that we're about what that post was about, because that post was from somebody else in his ear that didn't want us to be there searching. And that's the truth. That's the truth. And so anytime somebody just says, because everybody knows what it is, by the time it's the next morning, this morning, everybody knows what the hell and who. You know what I'm saying? And when we're out there, think about it, everybody. We're most of the time, we're the only ones out there. Like, that's real talk. And I know he was very gracious, Elizabeth. I appreciate it. That's why I said shout out to Allegedly with Brittany J and Pascal. His own chat was saying stuff to him, and that's why he ended the show the way that he did. Because if me and him had a one-on-one, if he was able to be around our community, he would already know that our community isn't about that. He would already know, because he said the same things we do. If you're disrespectful, we get the big boot. We have the big heart, but we get the big boot. When you listen to what he's saying, we're about the same thing, 150. For real. I just don't let some of the chatter take place in that chat. We get rid of that over here. We don't allow any of that kind of talk. Some of the talk that was being talked in that, we don't allow that over here. That's why some of the people over there were saying the things that they do, because they used to be a part of this community until they started talking like that. And then when they started talking like that, that's when we got rid of them. So that's why they were saying a lot of the things they were saying about this community. But everybody that's a part of this community knows what we're about, experiences it every single time we're together. And that's the important part. So, like I said, special thank you to both of them. Appreciate it very much. The other people that wanted to talk about it and make it a topic, what if it was you? And some of the people that did talk about it were out there. Still didn't reach out. Because that stuff right there, when it's coming from somebody that has ill intentions, they had ill intentions to Mr. Proudfoot too, because they didn't tell him the truth. That's the unfortunate thing. Somebody he thought had his ear, unfortunately told him a bunch of lies. And that's what needs to be put out there. If people are going to talk about that post, please understand, for the people that are out there, boots on the ground, you have to understand. We work with the community, and we can't have the community that we're trying to work and help. We can't have them think things that are not true. There are some creators out there that get out of their car. There are some creators out there that do harass the community, set up drones, all sorts of stuff. There is people that are like that. I'm not going to say it's not true. But what is not true is us being about that. And when we're the only ones out there, it's not that hard to figure out that that post means it's this guy right here. You see what I'm saying? It is very important to me. That's why I approach and I'm the way that I am with the community, because that's what I'm about. That recycle of love. The support from the community goes back out to the community, and then hopefully they support another community, and it's that recycle of love. That's what it's about. And I know he doesn't know who I am, and that's not a problem. I don't give a shit. So he doesn't understand what we're truly about. And I guarantee you, if he had been part of our community, I guarantee you he would already know what we're about. And the people that were saying some of the stuff that they were saying in his chat, I know he wouldn't have been about it either. You know what I'm saying? So for the people that made him think that we came in that's why the stream's there. Did I say I lost respect? Yes, I did at one point, because you could hear what his guest was saying about that post, not knowing the truth behind the situation. And that's why I said to him, I know that if you knew what my position was, that you or your guest wouldn't have said what you said when you talked about it with her, because that's not what took place. We didn't threaten anybody. We didn't go on anybody's property. We never stepped foot. We never got out of the car. We never talked about going there. We never planned on going there. That wasn't even part of the thing. And I've showed you guys plenty of maps that have nothing to do with that property and searching that area. It's about finding a new direction. So shout out to Allegedly with Brittany J and Pascal. I appreciate you allowing me to be able to tell you the truth behind that post. Because the one that suffers the most and the one that's the most in danger is me. Watch my shows when I go search. Watch the show from today. Watch how you'll see. And you already heard who hired what. 3 guys, 1 girl, yo. 4 different ones. And before I even got to gear up, I made a U-turn to lose the first tail. It's about my safety, everybody. Please understand. Thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you for allowing me to have this special intro tonight, because I felt like some things needed to be said. So thank you. Special thank you to both of those people. I really appreciate you allowing me to tell the truth about that post, because it's very important. And I hope you understand when it comes to why I say it's for my safety, why I say it's so important, because these are the people that I'm trying to work with to help find these missing loved ones. And what's the most important? The community. The community. It's important. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. What do we got? Some new document drops. Defense for Koberger met Wednesday's deadline to file his alibi. They plan to provide partial corroboration of his defense in the early morning hours of the victim's passings on November 13th. The filing said initial story. Ooh, we're going to go to that in a second. I'm going to go ahead and highlight everybody real quick. So thank you all for being around. I appreciate it. Thank you for your positive wishes. Thank you for your energy. Boy, did I need it today. I told you guys yesterday I need it more than ever. Did you see why I needed it more than ever? You know, and I don't understand it because all I'm trying to do is find Sebastain. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Casey. Let me write that down. I appreciate you guys. And I'm kind of exhausted from the heat today, y'all. It was freaking hot. It's going to be hotter tomorrow, too. Thank you, Bev. I appreciate it. And really, when he ended the show, we're about the same thing, you know. So I know if he knew our community and he'd been around, he would. I don't think, you know. I know we're about the same shit. You know what I'm saying? We're about the same shit. Oh, that's funny, Yoli. You forgot about the deadline? How did Yoli forget about an Idaho 4 topic? Uh-oh, she's been sucked into the Sebastain stuff too much, huh? Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Yoli. Crazy. Frickin' YouTube. I don't know. YouTube was messing up though, Yoli. YouTube crashed the other night, so I think it was try and go back to it because I think it was YouTube crashing. I don't think it was you, Yoli, because a lot of the things that you were saying, other people were saying too. It was crazy. YouTube for a couple days was just going nuts. Oh, greetings from the Jersey Shore. What's up? I never been up that way before. The Jersey Shore. What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Brittany and Pascal. Can't believe some of the things the people in his normal chat were saying. It's like, damn. You know, an exclamation point New York always using super chats to like remind you of like Jeff. Thank you, Maria. I know you guys just heard on my side, but if you guys want to hear the conversation, I don't know. I was out there searching and the wind was if you guys were with me on the search today, I apologize. The wind was just nuts. It was just nuts. No, I don't have a boat. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Saturday we're going to be having a pretty decent search too. So Saturday we'll be out there for sure. Friday I'm not gonna, and I'm still waiting on confirmation about tomorrow for Nashville. So I know they're busy people, so I'm not even worried about what time I get the info or whatever. So it's their time is my time. You know what I'm saying? It's their time is my time. Thank you. I appreciate that, Ginger. I don't understand it. I'm just trying to find Sebastain, and there's people out there that don't want me to, and it is what it is. There's people that don't want me to, whatever. It's not rocket science. Yes, Busby, it creates a chain reaction. That's why I was like, out of all these people that are watching and are going to watch, because look, let's be honest, look at my views compared to his. You know what I'm saying? You reach way more people. That means way more people are going to think that I'm doing something because there's only one. I mean, come on. How many people are out there searching? Just the power team. That's it. So it's not hard to figure out, oh, that post is about this. Oh, it's not that hard to figure out. It starts a chain reaction. That's why I was like, yo, you can hear it. My live is there. My live is there. So thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate that. For sure. 150. It's not 100, it's 150. I appreciate that. No, it's, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to work with the community. Why would I have so much like negativity towards that organization, right? Because they showed up and they started going on people's property without asking. And I'm sitting there going, we are totally opposite about that. Like, totally. That's why we had the communities back, because the community was upset that they came in there and started walking around like they own the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go to the shows. We're always, the footage is there. The footage is there. That's a cool icon photo. Reminds me of the sea turtle dad on Finding Nemo. Like, really cool, chill, good. Rock on. Rock on. That's funny. Thank you. What's up? What's up? There you go. Small town. Let me star that comment. Recycle a love. I need a t-shirt where it's the recycle symbol, but it's just heart symbols going in a recycle, because that's what it's about. Thank you. I appreciate that, Tammy. And unfortunately, nobody from this community was making it seem like we were there to cause trouble. That's not what we're about. Right, Doc? You've been here for a long ass time, bro. You know what we're about, dude. We're not about going out there creating fucking drama and shit, you know? Hell no. It was his own chat saying it. Nobody from this community was saying anything over there. The live chat is there, you know. You can see it for yourself. That's right. It's about fun. Like, that was a hello. I'm sitting there getting followed by multiple fucking vehicles, you guys. I showed you. I showed you the vehicles I was getting followed by. And then guess what? I listened to a couple videos on the ride back home, and I'm like, oh, look at all these PIs all over the place, yo. I'm sitting there I'm talking to them in my stream the whole day, because I know they were watching, because I know they were following me. And they like, oh, this car's parked this way. Hello. Hey, I just seen this car parked. Oh, this car just did this and then went oh, hello. I know you're watching me. That's why I'm talking to you on my show, because I know your ass is watching my show, following me, trying to harass me. Come on now. You don't want me to find Sebastain. Come on now. And you know the PIs already watched the shows. They already watched the shows and saw that we never talked about going on their property, and we never did any of these other things that were so specific in the post. We never did any of that. You know, they already watched the show. So shout out PIs. I know you watched them. I know that you saw that we didn't even say or plan on anything to do that. So shout out, because I know you would have took the time to watch that video. So shout out to you. You took the time to watch that video, and I guarantee you already went back to Chris and you already said, Chris, he never said any of those things. Chris, no. They were actually talking about going to search up there and Yeah, no, he never got out of the vehicle. No, he never got out of the vehicle. No, he didn't plan at all. They never discussed or talked about planning to do anything on your property. No. Actually, because I watched it, actually, when they did discuss about what neighbors they were going to ask, it was like way down the street, Chris. It was way down the street. So, yeah, no, you're good. No, they never said nothing about that. Shout out PIs. Shout out PIs for checking out the show and letting Chris know about that information. Because that's what it's about. It's about doing the right thing, going about it the right way. No, I did not step on a snake. I went Busby, I didn't step on a snake. I went to step down, and when I went to step down, I was about this far away from the ground, and then I went, whoa, stepped way up. You can see my camera go, whoa, and I went, whoa. I did like this. I did like this where I was going to step down, and then it went boom way up there ahead of it, because I was like, yeah. I did not step on it. I did not step on the snake. I went to step down as I was walking. I looked down. Whoa! I did an extra, like step and a half ahead at the last second, like a hover step. Like a hover step that just because I wasn't. Yeah, no, I was moving. I was getting out of there. A hover step. That's more like it. I did not step on a snake. Aw, prayers, Gracie. Good luck tomorrow. Good luck tomorrow. I know, Samantha. There was a lot of stuff in his chat that was being very disrespectful to the community and what we're about and what I'm about. You know what I mean? It's people. If you look at the people that were saying those things, it's people that were blocked. So they've already said those things. They've already said those things about other people in our show, and I blocked their ass. Like, that's why I said we could be best friends, and if you're going to be disrespectful to anybody later, I mean, I don't know how many times I say it. It's about the right energy, and if you ain't about the right energy, we ain't got no business hanging around at all. We just don't. There ain't enough time on this world, and we might not be here tomorrow. So why in the hell am I going to let a little bit of bullshit enter your life? You know what I mean? So we just get rid of that shit right away. That's why they were saying those things out there. Thank you. I appreciate that, Grace. Yeah, I hope all goes well, Gracie. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words, Deborah. Not that God has gifted me. I've been given the opportunity to go to different communities. I've been given the drive to keep going even when most people would run. I've been given the strength to be strong enough to go out there and do what I'm doing. And I've been given the mental to be able to stay aware and analyze every situation on the fly. And that's what I've been gifted. And because I have this opportunity, it's important for me to use it, because I could be sitting on the couch eating Cheetos, playing video games, whatever, right? It's about the energy. This energy. It's about the energy. That's right. I use the negative and fuel it. What do you think I did today? I use that energy from all of that. Like, come on. I didn't even go knock on the hornet's nest. I just pulled into the fucking town. And all of a sudden, before I can even get geared up, I got to whip a fucking U-turn to lose a tail. I even told you that. Before I even got geared up. It was at the end of the road stream or the beginning of the Of the new one. It was probably, I don't remember. It was one or the other. I'm turning on the road to freaking get geared up, and all of a sudden I gotta I gotta keep going past my turn and then whip a Yui to see if this person's gonna keep following me or not. Because if they were gonna keep following me, I was gonna stop the fucking car and get out. Like, what? What do you want? And then when I was down there, I was cool for a while. That's why I stayed down there, because it was a good spot. And then when it was time to go, it was time to go to the first location. And it was all day, you guys. I even showed you the vehicles. Yeah, look at this. Oh, hey. Oh, then they switched up to a different vehicle. Oh, another one. Oh, another one. Oh, another one. Hey, what's up, guys? You know. Oh, they don't, Kate. Trust me. They don't. Something, Casey. Right, Katrina? Quit following and help look, yo. Help look. And they just sat there, hands on the steering wheel, click, 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 click. Mm-hmm. Or they drive by and give you dirty looks, drive in a circle around your car and give you dirty looks and shit. It's pretty bad when you got to check your car for fucking trackers, you know? It's pretty bad when you got to fucking pull over and check your car for trackers. Yeah, there's a lot of snakes. We're going to have an Idaho 4 show or something. A lot of stuff dropping. Don't fail me now. Thank you. Okay, hold on 1 second. Contribution call out, small town girl. Give me 1 second. Exclamation point. Thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate it very much for the contribution and becoming a member. We had some videos drop last night, and I got some new videos I'm going to be dropping tonight, I believe. I just got to see how long it's going to take to upload them. I think some of them are done already, and we're going to go into some of those in the part where we're talking about Sebastain in that segment, because I'm going to be showing it's to help anybody that has kayaks. We've been asking since we left last time. I know there's been a couple that said they might be able to go out at different times. So what I'm trying to do is, even if I can't be there, or even if it's based off of whatever you're available for, I'm trying to make, and I'm going to be making a map tonight too. Key areas that if somebody could just go by these places, we can't get to it on foot. Trust me, here in the future, I'm going to be working my tail to try and get the availability to have the boats with us. The kayaks, not a boat, kayak at least. That way we at least can get out there in some of the water. So I'm hoping, and we're going to use some of the show tonight to kind of go through the real footage. I know sometimes when I'm streaming, it's not that great. That's why I got the GoPro, and we're going to use that footage to show it on the show tonight, so you can get the absolute clarity, not just the live stream from an on location. Thank you, Elaine. I appreciate that. I mean, it is what it is. There's always going to be people out there It's just trying to minimize any of the community to think we're not about a certain thing, and we're always about doing it the right way. And that's where you get the most effectiveness when it comes to finding these missing loved ones, is when people can work together with their maximum, and you make that collaborative effort, and it's making waves in the ocean of truth and justice. And we can only do it together. That's why it's important that the community knows what we're about, not what others may have told somebody. Thank you. I got some things to show CJ. Oh, you gonna be making some new videos? Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, wow. Aw. That's funny. You guys are hilarious. All right. Katrina. All right, give me 1 second here. And if you want to watch the conversation we had, I don't remember what time it was, maybe 1:30, 1:31. So here's the link. Hold on 1 second. So here's the link to the episode. You know what? Pull up. I encourage everybody to pull up live chat replay and watch everything, even if it's negative stuff about us. Just watch the whole live chat replay while you're listening to our conversation. It's interesting who says what. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting who says what. But definitely go show some love, hit a like, drop a comment, show some love there too, because a like and a comment is the free way to help. And I want to say thank you to him for having us on. Also, I'm going to share allegedly with Brittany J's channel and the show that I was on last night. This is where she wanted to ask me and talk to me about it. And then we started discussing it. So I want to say shout out to her. And it was a live from last night. And that is 18 hours ago, right here. Whoa, it couldn't have been 18 hours ago. Hold on. Was it 18 hours ago? Oh, I don't know where it went. Uh-oh. Well, there's her channel. Not sure. Grace. Right? Yeah. I hear you. All right. Give me 1 second here. So we're going to get to, where's it at? Some of the Riley Strange stuff here real quick. Now, last night they had a 15-minute interview with News Nation. It ended up dropping late. We were already done with the show, I think. It was like late when it dropped. So we're going to check out some Riley Strange stuff. I am going to be going to Nashville maybe tomorrow night. But I am going to Nashville very, very, very soon. We're going to be down there. We're going to be trying to find some answers. You guys know, ever since we were down there, the last day that I was there, and ever since I left, you all know what I'm trying to find, and you know the answers I'm trying to get to. So just like the whole community there, something just don't seem right, and there's definitely more answers out there, especially when it comes to the interview of one of the individuals down there that was shown last night on her show. So Busby, I was there. Trust me, I was there, bro. And if you would, I was gonna ask, I don't know, that's probably a long trip though. Because I was gonna, but I'm fine though. I was gonna see what you were up to. Maybe we could looking at chat like I know. I know. I know the things that were said. It's just like, okay, well, I'm sure. All right, let me get to where is it? Here it is, right here. 15-minute interview with Riley Strain's family. Now, you can go see the vigil for Riley Strain when we were there. Very interesting. When it came to now, there was people. I was there for a whole week. Every single day, there was people coming up to me. Sometimes a couple people in the same day were coming up to me, talking to me. Um, you know, we were just having conversations. Some didn't want to be on camera. Some didn't even want to be on audio. Some were totally cool with being on camera and being on audio. And so, shout out to the community. Every single day, there was somebody that we were talking to and connecting with. And when you watch the vigil and afterwards, you see just there's even more interesting conversations. You got somebody that was a this is the same, I'm going to say night because it was later on. It was earlier in that night, but it was the same night that they found somebody. And you know who that was, right? So it was very interesting to hear all of those things and then to go down, explore the riverbank. It didn't make sense. There's something else there. When you go watch my GoPro video live that I did with the Riley case, when I mixed all of the GoPro with the other angles and what we did and who was threatening us and all these different things, it's like, oh, okay, I kind of see what probably took place. And it's interesting because now, even though this is a month later, now you hear the family's spokesperson saying the same thing about what he thinks took place that we were saying when we were there looking for him. It said his alibi was released, but I didn't see. Hold on one second. So he was running? Hold on one second.
Quadruple murderer Brian Kohberger's defense has released his alibi details.
The alibi was just filed 20 minutes before the deadline. According to the court response, Kohberger's attorneys say he enjoyed hiking and running in the Palouse. They say he was out driving in the early morning hours of November 13th when 4 University of Idaho students were.
That's nothing new. We've known this whole time that he was out driving. No. Yoli. No. That's the thumbnail. Listen. It says he said that he was out driving. It's nothing different. Hold on.
Murderer Brian Kohberger's defense has released his alibi details.
The alibi was just filed 20 minutes before the deadline. According to the court response, Kohberger's attorneys say he enjoyed hiking and running in the Palouse. They say he was out driving in the.
See? They say that this is manipulation of it. They say he was out driving.
They say he was out driving in the early morning hours of November 13th when 4 University of Idaho students were killed in Moscow. They say Brian Kohberger drove south of Pullman and west of Moscow, including Wawai Park.
The defense says it intends to introduce a cell tower expert to show Kohberger never traveled east on the Moscow-Pullman highway that morning and could not be the vehicle captured on video near.
So he never went to Moscow. Remember, remember when I told you guys? Let me show you this. We're going to go back here for a second. We're going to go back here for a second because remember when I was here, okay? Remember when I was here and I said this part right here, where'd it go? Right here. This part right here in Pullman, Washington connects to the tower that connects to the tower that 1122 uses too. Right here. This part of town connects to the tower that 1122 uses. This right here. Look where it's at. Pullman, Washington. This right here connects to the same tower that 1120. When I went there last year, I told you guys, I went in, I said, hey, T-Mobile, I need to see what towers go where because I want to know what connects to what. I was looking at it for, I wanted to make sure that I didn't lose connection somewhere and I was a sitting duck. So when I sat there and remember, Caddy, when I sat there, this was last November, y'all. When I sat there at T-Mobile and they showed me and I said, hey, do me a favor, man. Do me a favor. Zoom into this spot real quick. He's like, oh, okay. Yeah, what's up? I was like, this spot right here connects to that tower? Yeah. Just this little section right here. Yeah. Oh, for real. Does this, hold on, let me look. Can we scoot over here and look at this part of the map? Yeah. Hold on. So you're telling me that tower also connects to this? Yeah, that's what it shows right there. Wow, no kidding. So this part right here shows that it connects to the, I can't wait to tell my community about this. Hello, Moscow PD. We did your fucking homework. Oh, shit. Where's the car expert for that one? Oh, my gosh. The car expert. The car expert. Oh, shit. I wonder what. Oh, shit. Ain't that crazy, though, you guys? Now I see. We're going to play that one more time. Now I see it.
Kohberger's attorneys say he enjoyed hiking and running in the Palouse. They say he was out driving in the early morning hours of November 13th when 4 University of Idaho students were killed in Moscow. They say Brian Kohberger drove south of Pullman and west of Moscow, including
south of Pullman and west of Moscow. Let me see. So if you're at the Steptoe Apartments and you're south Pullman, this is west, right? Yeah, this is west. When you're southwest, when you're southwest, hello, you're south and west, you connect to the tower that utilizes 1122 King Road. Thank you. Wow, it took, dang, it took a while for that.
Y Park.
The defense says it intends to introduce a cell tower expert to show Kohberger never traveled east on the Moscow-Pullman highway that morning.
And why did they keep asking for a 2011 to 2013 Hyundai Elantra? And I was saying they didn't even change it until the middle of December. And that's just, they rushed it like the Oregon car. But it was too late before enrollment was starting up. They couldn't bounce from Kohberger. They pushed their chips all in. Oh, shoot. We're going to be having an Idaho 4 show here soon. Man. I almost want to have an Idaho 4 show tomorrow morning. I don't know. Because if I'm going to Nashville, I'm not leaving until the afternoon. We might be having an Idaho 4 show tomorrow morning, y'all. Because then I have a feeling I'm going to Nashville. Then we could have a show in the morning and then end up taking off in the afternoon. Because I'm not going to be doing anything. I'm going to get settled, have some conversations, and be available right there. I think we might do that. I think we might do that. Tomorrow it's supposed to be hot as hell anyway. And oh, I know, Busby, trust me. Busby, if this will tell you anything, I walked to your tempo at 9 o'clock at night, all right? I walked to your tempo at 9 o'clock at night. So that way you guys could, to bring awareness. This is what it looks like, people. This is what it looks like. It brings awareness, just like going down to the riverbank. It brings awareness. The awareness brings the direction, the truth, the path, where you need to go. It brings answers. Freeze. That's just because I was trying to see. I didn't want to be a sit duck because I had went to the Stephen Smith location and I ended up being a sitting duck, and it was crazy the way, if you were there, the things that were going on there, and to not have any cell phone coverage, that was not good. And so when I went to Moscow and Pullman, I had always heard about how the coverage was horrible, and to me, I'm like, I'm not trying to be another sitting duck. What's up, T-Mobile? I need to see where I'm going to be a sitting duck, right? I want to know where I'm going to be a sitting duck, so that way I'm not, oh crap, what do I do? No, I want to know where I'm going to be a sitting duck. That was the only reason why I asked, and all of a sudden I was like, oh shoot, this connects to this. Right? The riverbank has stuff. Watch my GoPro, Busby. Watch my GoPro. You don't even have to be a member for that. That's available to everybody. Just go to my video section. You'll see GoPro 1, 2, and 3. Me and Najee down there on the riverbank searching for Riley, discussing all the different scenarios and why things don't make sense. Why every scenario we went to, it didn't make sense because there was always one piece of evidence that always said that scenario couldn't be possible. Check out that GoPro, y'all. Shout out to Najee when she's back from her vacation. Let's do it. The way that me and her work together, it's amazing when we're out there just thinking about our different theories and the scenarios and all that. You got to check it out. 1, 2, and 3. There's 3 parts.
Riley Strain's entire family, his parents and his step-parents, and they've revealed to you all sorts of information about the disappearance and death of Riley that we never knew before, including, and this was something that was so distressing to me, the 911 call suggesting that the operator said, don't worry about it. He's probably just off with some bridesmaid somewhere and he'll turn up. I'm paraphrasing, but it was uncomfortable to hear a cavalier attitude to someone calling for help from the authorities. Tell me a little bit more about what you've been learning about the route that Riley took that night before he ended up on the riverbank.
Yeah, and the rain has stopped, Ashley. Again, the weather has just been crazy in this part of the country. But yeah, Riley Strain, of course, the young college student who went missing in Nashville, was there partying with his frat brothers beginning of March. Tragic story. Before I came here to Kansas and Oklahoma, I was in Missouri meeting with his parents, and they revealed all sorts of new information that we had never heard before. They had been focused on grieving, and before that, finding Riley, and now they're opening up got all of these other details about what they've learned happened that night. They were able to get Riley's bank records now, and we now have a look, and we have a map at exactly which bars he went to. We knew Luke Bryan's bar, but we now know all the bars, and we know the order that he attended those bars. It was Miranda Lambert's bar first, Garth Brooks' bar second,
right
Kid
in that
Rock's
little
bar
section.
third, and then he ended up at Luke Bryan's bar fourth. And again, they figured.
Yeah, right in that little section right there. Okay. Ooh, this is good. Ooh, hold on a minute. This is going to be good stuff. Here, check this out. This is the GoPro. I have the real GoPro uploaded in my video section. This is where I'm showing the GoPro footage, but I'm also showing the other footage. I kind of rappel down an area to kind of show like a different angle of things too. Trust me, I'm giving you all different angles, all different scenarios. We go through it. None of them make sense, you guys. And if you want to see the crystal clear GoPro, just go to the video section and you'll see you'll see all of them. This is interesting. Let me take a picture of this. I think we're going to Nashville tomorrow night. Because we walked all through that area. Here's another list link. These are all the live on location playlist. You can basically go to different days. I walked the whole path. I examined the cement square that he maybe hit his head in. I mean, we totally explored all the areas over there. Definitely go check it out.
This out by looking at his bank records, and they've revealed something else that they've never talked about before, Ashley. It's shocking. It is a conversation, a text message conversation that Riley had with his mother at one of those bars. They're not sure which one he was at, not Luke Bryan's bar, but one of the ones before. I want you to listen to what they said.
Not Luke Bryan. So is the So people might have thought that Luke Bryan's was serving the barbecue drink, but really they weren't. It was at another location. Look at that caddy. What's up, Janet? Here's for all the live on location. Like I said, go to my video section. You'll see 1, 2, and 3 of when we searched the riverbank. That's the crystal clear GoPro. Interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be raining. I gotta think about what we got going on here. All right.
He had sent me a text and said that he had he was drinking a rum and Coke and it didn't taste good. And I said, well, you probably shouldn't drink it then. He goes, well, it tastes like barbecue. And I go, well, that sounds awful. And he said, well, it sounds good, but it's not.
When a rum and Coke normally tastes the same, I mean, that's not something that you really normally taste any different.
Right.
It has a very consistent taste.
Yes. And that's why I'm like, you probably shouldn't drink that then.
Do you think that could have something to do with what happened?
Yeah, maybe there was something in it that shouldn't have been.
I mean, even if there wasn't foul play at
every single community member that I talked to said that is normal for that. They even warned me. They said, CJ, number one, don't walk down the street by yourself or at night. Come on, I already did. CJ, don't go to the bars. Don't go to the bars because this is a real problem. The community was telling me this. The community was telling me this is a problem. The community. They were even telling me about the little things that they got going on and how they get rid of bad tippers and all of this other stuff. Oh my gosh, he bumped up into me. Get out of here. Hello? The bartender works with the lady that bumps and says he just did this, and then the bouncer, they all work together. Get rid of the bad tippers. Get rid of the bad tippers. This is what they were telling me. I don't know about it. I never went to these damn bars. I don't even go to bars no more. Really? I really don't. I barely even drink. You know? I don't go to these places. This is a community telling me this shit. So I'm a sponge. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm going to ask questions. And if they're going to come up and talk to me, they already know that I'm recording because I got my phone and my microphone, you know. They're telling me this stuff. I can see why she thinks that. And look at how everything took place. It doesn't make sense, you guys.
The river, but if something happened in the bar, that's...
Ooh, hold on 1 second. I just saw you sneak that in there, Janet. Contribution call out. Give me 1 second so I can get that beautiful, colorful screen up there for you. Thank you for your support. $5 super chat. I love the way you cover the story so people like me can understand. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, what's up, Leslie? Thank you. Toxicology wouldn't show after that long, even post-mortem, correct? That's a good question. I honestly don't know. I'm not going to pretend to be a medical professional. I don't know. Does anybody know? I would think that they would still be in there, but honestly, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think they keep them. We're still waiting. What's up, Fishing Queen? 199. Thank you. We're still waiting. Please hit the like if you haven't yet. It is the free way to help. Isn't it crazy, Danny? Like, if you really look into it, it's like a lot of them are stories, but when you're hearing them from the people that live there, it's like, damn, yo, I didn't think this shit. Okay, it's true. Right? It's crazy, isn't it now, Casey? A block? What? What? A block away from the bars? So if we're going back to here, if we're going to this photo, let's be on, like, anybody from Nashville, speak it real, because I'm speaking it real. A block from these bars, okay? A block from the bars, just a block. It totally changes, does it not, people from Nashville? Just a block away from all these bars. Does it not change from night to fucking day? Just in a block from these bars. Come on, people from Nashville. Come on, people from Nashville. You know what I'm saying. We would go to play every weekend. This is a really good interview. Yeah. That's probably best. That's a good question for Google. Thank you so much for the kind words, Danny. I saw all the beautiful things you were saying about me in Pascal's chat while I was watching the live chat replay, and I just want to say thank you for that, Dispatch Crystal. I appreciate that very much, and all of you that were doing that as well. I'm not the smartest at the moment either. What, Danny? For real? They said, see, I'm just gonna say the two in the middle. What I was being told, this is speculation. See right there at the bottom ticker, should be considered speculation. I was told from the community that those two bars in the middle, not the one to the right and not the one to the left, but the two in the middle were the main ones. Church Street is nuts now. Yeah, the homeless. Hell, you can literally be like right up here. I can't go. It won't show me. You can be literally like here, but over here, and there's homeless. You can be right here, right here, and there's a bunch of homeless people already. And then you talk about the street. When you have buildings, you can go to my live. When I walked into a parking lot and there was a building that started flashing a blue light that says, "This area is being monitored 24 hours, 7 days a week." I'm like, what the fuck did I walk? Is this Back to the Future? I walked in a damn parking lot. I walked in a damn parking lot, and the freaking building, whatever it was warning, 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 you stepped foot, warning. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I even walked down the area. I stopped. I'm like, what the hell? It looked like there was like a cop on the building or something. It was blue flashing light. This property is being recorded. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? Yeah, we walked by that one too. 2nd Avenue. Is that what it is? 2nd Avenue? I can't remember. It's 2nd something, right? Something like that. I went walking all up and down there. I got the times that I did walk in that area, it was my first couple days. I was confused as all get up where in the hell I was going the first couple days, for real. You have the elevation changes and the tall buildings with the elevation. You're just like, where in the hell am I going? But after a couple days, then it's not too hard because yeah, 2nd Avenue. There you go. We saw all the destruction from the bombing that took place up and down 2nd Avenue. Thank you very much for dispatch. The bombing up and down. It was very interesting shows. Now, this is what sucks is I lost that in my data dump too. So when I go back to Nashville, I am going to be getting more footage because all of the Riley strain, even me when I zoomed in on the freaking heads, the cement post, I'm going to be taking all new GoPro. I ended up, that's why I had to get me a huge card yesterday because I can't be doing that. I can't be deleting stuff without being able to upload it just to have space. So it's important. The Batman building. Is that the Batman building? Oh, shoot. That's right. Wow. I love Batman. All right, let me get back to this interview here real quick.
Before, I want you to listen to what they said.
He had sent me a text and said that he had ordered he was drinking a rum and coke.
If that's a strip club, I'm not into strip clubs, Casey. I'm just saying, I'm not into strip clubs. So, if that's what it is, sorry. I'm not going to be swinging by there. Nope. I'm just not into it. I like the classy, I like the classy.
It's shocking. It is a text message conversation that Riley had with his mother at one of those bars. They're not sure which one he was at, not Luke Bryan's bar, but one of the ones before. I want you to listen to what they said.
He had sent me a text and said that he had ordered he was drinking a rum and coke and it didn't taste good. And I said, well, you probably shouldn't drink it then. He goes, well, it tastes like barbecue. And I go, well, that sounds awful. And he said, well, it sounds good, but it's not.
When a rum and coke normally tastes the same, I mean, that's not something that you really normally taste any different.
Right.
It has a very consistent taste.
Yes. And that's why I'm like, you probably shouldn't drink that then.
Do you think that could have something to do with what happened?
Yeah, maybe there was something in it that shouldn't have been.
I
And even if
appreciate
it
it.
wasn't foul play at the river, but if something happened in the bar, that's the kind of thing that could hurt someone else.
Exactly. Exactly.
And you hear about that happening to women, but it likely happens to men too, I'm sure.
From the stories that we've been told from Uber drivers and just different individuals that reached out to us that either happened to a family member or happened to them in Nashville, there's something there.
There's something going on in that town.
Yep.
It just feels like you come up to a stopping point. Every time we get somewhere, it just feels like there's something holding everybody back from fully giving us what we need. And there's just something there. There is something there. It's just,
be it money or bad publicity.
Right. We don't know, but we truly want to try to help, this.
Yeah, these are gracious people. They were I want to say shout out to this family and the spokespeople, because I'm telling you right now. What's up, oh snap, with the new icon photo? Look at that. Thank you, Hannah. I want to say shout out to not only the community, but I want to say shout out to the spokespeople and the family. They showered everybody that brought awareness and brought help and effort and did whatever they could to help find Riley. I just want to say it was watch the vigil, watch the vigil. It was so beautiful to see how community lifted each other up. You know what I'm saying? Just an amazing, even with the community down there in Nashville that came up to me and just started talking. Shout out to all of the people down there in Nashville. It was such memories that I'll never forget, and connections that I'll always have for the rest of my life. It's just an amazing family, spokespeople, and the community down there. That's why I said ever since I left, Nashville's going to be my second home. I really feel that way because there's a lot more things to do there. There's a lot more answers still to find for Riley and his family. And we're still going to be doing that as well. And also there's some other things that are taking place there too, that we want to, bring awareness to. So I just wanted to say this was the main gentleman that spoke at the vigil, and it just reminded me of like how this right here changed, because I would be on location and I would do things like, but when I came here and the way that I felt from this community and the way that I felt from Riley Strain's family and spokesperson, it changed who the fuck I was. It had such an impact on me personally that it just made me go to Sebastain and do what I've done for Sebastain ever since, and what I'm going to do in the future in other areas. You know what I mean? Like this right here, I just want it, just seeing this guy and the lady just brought me back to that night, and it just made me go, man, shout out to you.
Situation and help others.
nobody needs to go through what we've had to go through, the way that we've had to go through it. I mean, you know, they're still telling us it's an accident. Fine. Show me the proof that you have that it's an accident. You know, I'll accept it.
So now Ashley questions of whether Riley was roofied based on that conversation that he had with his mom, and obviously the way that he was acting in some of the surveillance video that didn't make sense. We've learned there's a state investigation now on top of the local investigation, which apparently has ended and isn't continuing. The state now looking at cameras from the bars, according to the family, trying to figure out, you know, what he drank. Did someone slip something in his drinks? All of that now being looked at, Ashley.
Well, I sure hope that the state investigators, if they find that someone slipped something into his drink and he died as a result of it, I hope they charge that person with felony murder, because drugging someone is a felony. And when someone...
I can't do it with her blowing. Yes, we know this, Banfield. Oh, my Lord. Let's get back to... I can't listen to her. Sorry.
Appearance and about what happened afterwards. Riley Strain's mom and dad
Too much.
and step parents with our Brian Enton.
It's too much.
They've got a mountain of evidence that they're working on filtering through, and he has been in contact several times throughout this whole investigation.
Do you think that could lead to some answers in terms of maybe if there was something in the drink? I would think there's got to be all sorts of cameras.
So we heard there was 150 cameras in Luke Bryan's bar, I believe it was. We hope that'll lead to something.
So, you know, it's interesting because he wasn't in Luke Bryan so long as we thought. You know, according to what the detectives told us timeline this week, you know, he'd left Garce and went to Kid Rock's, and then spent an hour in Kid Rock's, then showed up at Luke Bryant's at 9:15, I believe is what the detective told us. He was in Luke Bryant's from 9:15 to 9:36, 21 minutes. He had one beer, 2 waters. You know, last time I checked, every time you go into these bars, you have to show ID, probably have to pay a cover, and so if he didn't meet the protocol to be in there after being in there 21 minutes, I can't imagine a lot changed in that 21 minutes from when he was paying to get in.
Well, I'm just thinking about, you know, you've got celebrity bars involved. You've got,
and you know, and I stood. This is. I don't reach out to the family. If they want to come to me, then we can talk. It's about my bubble, right? I don't want to introduce my bubble to you. I want you to introduce you to my bubble. It's totally different, right? I was standing next to this family all week, 20 feet away. I didn't reach out to them one time. See? If I'm not trying to reach out to their personal bubble, why would I be trying to be entering their home bubble or any other bubble? You see what I mean? It just doesn't make sense to me. And that's why the shit that somebody told Chris is dangerous and reckless and misinformation. And if you're trying to, you know, make shows about stopping the misinformation, wow, you done fucked up, because it's your own voice. It's your own voice talking about being a fucking a leader in the voice for exposing misinformation, but yet your ass gave the most misinformation that somebody should give. It's your own words. It ain't my fault. Master P said that. It ain't my fault. Did I do that?
Changed in that 21 minutes from when he was paying to get in.
I'm just thinking about,
it ain't my fault.
You've got celebrity bars involved. You've got Nashville, which is a huge tourist destination. You've got a big fraternity with chapters all over the country. A lot of people who probably just would prefer that you guys stop doing these interviews.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're not going to stop until we get satisfied with some sort of answer somewhere. Because where we're at right now still doesn't make sense.
It's still a mission.
No, it don't.
You know, the objective
We're
is still
pushing.
the same, to find out what really happened, because
that poor
everything
mom.
we're seeing, it doesn't add up. It's not 1 + 1 = 2. You know, if it was, we wouldn't be sitting here.
The fraternity brothers had not gone to the police when they called you?
Not that I am aware of.
Were you surprised?
Yes. Because why wouldn't they?
Right.
Why wouldn't they have called the police when they got back at 3:15 in the morning?
Right.
And didn't see him then?
Right.
What?
That's the same stuff we were asking already. I just want to say to these lovely parents right here, we are going to do, we're doing everything we could before. I'm coming up there again. We are going to do, trust me. I was saying it since the first day, family. I was saying it the last day I was there. And that's the question that I asked every single person that came up to me to talk to me. I said, do you feel like something's missing? Do you feel like something just doesn't seem right? And every single one of them said yes. And the last day that I was there, and I said, I'm going to be coming up in a few weeks because I know somebody's going to be wearing these boots. And I'm going to be coming up in a few weeks because we're going to get some answers. We're going to try and find some answers for this family. This is before, this is before they were even saying this. This is when I was there my last day. I'm going to be back. You know damn well I'm going to give my 150. And trust me, I'm going to need your guys' energy because you know how dangerous it is there too, right? It's about bringing awareness and finding the answers no matter what. 150%. That's why when you're working with the community, it's important that the community knows what you are about and what you're not about before you even show up. That's why today was important. That's why I momentarily lost respect. Momentarily. Until I was able to stop this misinformation that affects or could affect these people right here. Because what if I'm going down there to help Riley and one of these family members says, oh shit, CJ's disrespectful of other people's property. CJ goes around and does shit no matter what. CJ don't get permission. We're not going to work with CJ when all CJ wants to do is find the answers. That's why today was so important. That's why I lost minimal respect for a second, because it's like, yo, please don't. Listen, it's not hard to figure out who the post was about. It says CJ, and there's only one freaking CJ down there searching. It's not hard to figure out. That's why today was so important, about the truth. Shout out allegedly with Brittany J for allowing me to come on last night and speak the truth.
We wouldn't be sitting here.
The fraternity brothers had not gone to the police when they called you?
Not that I am aware of.
Were you surprised?
Yes. Because why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they have called the police when they got back at 3:15 in the morning?
Right.
And
you're gonna wait. You're gonna wait.
Didn't see him then.
That poor
Why
mom.
wouldn't they have called the police? I don't know.
And it's so sad too when we were there one night and all of a sudden I'm sitting there streaming and I can't remember. I think it was after the vigil And all of a sudden, somebody runs up and freaking some firefighter starting to put his jacket on as he's running up to me. Hey, I said, whoa, do you need me to move out of the way? Do you need me to move out of the way? He's like, no, we got a report of somebody falling over. I was like, yo, we didn't hear nothing. I've been standing here for an hour, 2 hours. This poor family was sitting on the other side. They were standing there, and she had to get helped into the freaking car because she couldn't hold it together, because all of a sudden all these fire trucks and sirens and ambulances rushed onto the street because a homeless person had fallen over. We didn't know it was a homeless person. The poor family, that poor mom, to see her sit there and cry every fucking day. I was 20 feet, you guys, every fucking day. I didn't get into the bubble. That's not my job. But I saw her cry. Every fucking day. I saw her break down. It's bullshit.
So 7 or 8 hours had gone by from the time they got back to the hotel to when they called you. Do you have any idea why they didn't call the police until then?
I don't know.
We called them on the way down, and it was probably close to 12 o'clock, and they were just going to the sheriff's detention center, to the sheriff's office, to reporting missing at, that was probably 12:30, somewhere in there.
So 2 more hours had gone by from the initial call.
Yeah.
They still hadn't gone to the police.
Yeah, 14 hours after his last ping over his phone was.
Do you think they were just scared, or do you have any idea why?
It's $1 million question.
So what happened when you got to Nashville?
So when we got there, all the boys were out. Well, not all the boys, but several of the boys were out front with a police officer. And we had to finish filling out the report. So we completed that, and the boys stayed out for a while. And then they all of a sudden disappeared, all of the boys. And they ended up back out a little while later in their dress clothes to go out to their formal that night.
They went to the formal?
Yeah.
Wow. What the fuck? Did we not say from the beginning that the frat boys were suspicious as fuck, you guys? This is some bullshit. I didn't even know this. This is some fucking bullshit. This is some bullshit. No wonder they didn't talk to the family. Oh, my Lord. I can't believe I just heard this. I can't believe I just heard this. Let me make sure I heard that right. Let me make sure I heard that right.
Do you think they were just scared, or do you have any idea why?
It's $1 million question.
So what happened
Let
when
me
you
just
got
hear
to
it again.
Nashville?
So when we got there, all the boys were out. Well, not all the boys, but several of the boys were out front with a police officer. And we had to finish filling out the report. So we completed that, and the boys stayed out for a while. And then they all of a sudden disappeared, all of the boys. And they ended up back out a little while later in their dress clothes to go out to their formal that night.
And his face like, what? What? What?
They went to the formal?
Yeah.
What? That poor mom. Man.
I mean,
that
these are
it hurts
his
so much.
fraternity brothers?
Fraternity brothers, roommates, friends from high school.
We spent the next 4.5 hours searching every emergency room to see if he was in the hospital.
Oh,
we come
man.
back and they're coming back, some of them from the party, and they're waving at us as we're sitting in the truck.
What?
How's that make you feel?
Look at Brian Etton's face there. Look at Brian Etton's face there. What? Yo.
I would have thought they would have all banded together like a search group that night.
Wow.
150, 160 of them on the ground, there from all different chapters. And, they told us that they were there. All of them were there if we needed them. We didn't know what we needed at that point in time, but you would have thought that, they would have at least been out searching, trying to do something. It wasn't.
Or something.
So the night after he went missing, you were out searching.
No wonder they were thanking all of us out there so much for helping. Because the fucking frat brothers weren't even out there searching. The last people to see him alive weren't even out there searching for him. No wonder the mom and dad and the spokesperson were thanking all of us content creators for bringing awareness to it and for all of us doing all the searching that we did. Because, damn, the frat bros couldn't even. I'll be in Nashville this weekend, Kate.
And the fraternity brothers were partying.
Wow.
What were you thinking?
We weren't very happy with them, to say the least. It's appalling.
You all received a letter from someone else who was staying at the same hotel who described a little bit of what they heard that night that Riley went missing. I just want to read part of it. At first, I thought it was a bunch of drunk college kids being jealous of girlfriend-boyfriend stuff, but it was too loud and went on too long. They were in halls. I could hear them between the walls. The doors for the hotel rooms are very heavy, so they slam when you let them shut. I woke up at 3:15 a.m. to numerous doors slamming, kids in the hall, both boys and girls, having very loud discussions, going back and forth from rooms multiple times. It was like new kids kept showing up on the floor during the entire period. These kids were freaking out about something. Were you ever able to find out what was going on in the hotel that night?
Hold on, let me rewind that again.
All banded together like a search group that night.
150, 160 of them on the ground, there from all different chapters.
What? There was that many freaking people? What? There was that many people? Dang.
And, they told us that they were there. All of them were there if we needed them. We didn't know what we needed at that point in time, but you would have thought that, they would have at least been out searching, trying to do something. It wasn't.
No wonder they thanked us so much.
So the night after he went missing, you were out searching.
Wow.
And the fraternity brothers were partying.
Okay, here, listen to this.
What were you thinking?
Hold on.
We weren't very happy with them, to say the least. It's appalling.
You all received a letter from someone else who was staying at the same hotel who described a little bit of what they...
Staying at the same hotel who did... Okay. Let me put closed captioning on. Let's check this out. This goes
They
fast.
heard that night that Riley went missing. I just want to read part of it. At first, I thought it was a bunch of drunk college kids being jealous of girlfriend-boyfriend stuff, but it was too loud and went on too long. They were in halls. I could hear them between the walls. The doors for the hotel rooms are very heavy, so they slam when you let them shut. I woke up at 3:15 a.m. to numerous doors slamming, kids in the hall, both boys and girls, having very loud discussions, going back and forth from rooms multiple times. It was like new kids kept showing up on the floor during the entire period. These kids were freaking out about something. Were you ever able to
And they
find
waited
out
to
what
call?
was going on in the hotel that night?
And they waited to
I mean,
call?
one of the friends that I talked to this week, apparently he had hurt his hand that night. Didn't really specify what he had done.
Hurt his
But
hand.
apparently it had to do with a hurt hand that night.
That means that you probably punched somebody. I bet you he got into a fight. Not at the bar. I bet you he got into a fight before, and you guys are right. So one of the frat bros was playing a trick on his ass. Probably the dude that wasn't, look, you're not going to win all of them, but you scrap the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to win them all, but you scrap the fuck out. Somebody probably got punked. Got fucking punched and got punked and didn't want to, I'm just going to get him back this way. Yeah, you know why they waited to call so long? Because they probably all knew it had something to do with the dude that got fucking punched. I bet you. This is very interesting.
Boyfriend stuff, but it was too loud and went on too long.
This
They were
is
in
very
halls.
interesting.
I could hear them between the walls. The doors for the hotel rooms are very heavy, so they slam when you let them shut. I woke up at 3:15 a.m. to numerous doors slamming, kids in the hall, both boys and girls.
Hand injury.
Having very loud discussions, going
You
back
probably-
and forth from rooms multiple times. It was like new kids kept showing up on the floor during the entire period. These kids were freaking out about something.
Yeah, they probably found out that, bro, what the fuck, dude? Our friend disappears and he's acting all fucking weird and you guys have a fight earlier? What the fuck happened, dude? You guys, I don't know. What the fuck happened? And eventually it goes, well, I put something in his drink, okay? I couldn't fight it back. He put something in his drink. Fuck, we got to clean up the fucking room. Shit, come on. We got to clean up the room.
Were you ever able to find out what was going on in the hotel that night?
From one of the friends that I talked to this week, apparently he had hurt his hand that night.
I can see, listen, I've had people, when I've gotten into fights with people, when I've gotten into physical altercations with people, and they don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, they get their ass punked, and instead of them coming back squared up, they will go get some kind of fucking utensil or some kind of fucking weapon or some kind of because they don't want to square up. And this is what I'm saying. You got to fight with a frat bro and you punch him in the fucking face or whatever and you hurt your hand. That frat bro, probably because you didn't have anything else on you, you just got your hurt hand. I bet you that frat bro wasn't about squaring up, and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna show him. He wants to fucking punch me, even though I'm not strong enough or whatever. whatever you want to think, it doesn't matter how big somebody is. Everybody has to breathe. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how strong somebody is, how big somebody is. Everybody has to breathe. I bet you. The dude he got to a fight with was a pussyfoot. And he wanted to get him back some other way. I'm going to teach him not to punch me. And then unfortunately some shit happened in the wrong city. And all of a sudden everybody at the hotel is fucking freaking out. Number one, trying to clean up the substances that they probably brought with them. Number two, trying to find out what the fuck was going on, because they just saw somebody had a fight earlier that night, and all of a sudden now one of their dudes is missing. And you know why they didn't go look? Because guess what? If they would have went and looked, then that's more questions they get asked. That's more opportunities they're going to be there to fucking be with the family and them find out the truth. That's why they backed the hell away. They didn't want to go search, because the more they search, the more they involve themselves in the case. And then the more that they are going to be available to question or say something that ain't legit. And then they're going to be like, wait a minute, what? Just like all the stuff they've been saying in this interview so far. Yep, 21 minutes at Luke's bar. Why would there be a report of two? Oh, I'm going to tell you right now, Gemini. I'm going to tell you right now. There's been plenty of altercations I've been in, and there ain't been no report. Been in plenty of altercations, and ain't no report. There could be, especially between two frat brothers. Why would the frat brother call a report on the other frat brother? Because then that makes him look more like a, you know what I'm saying? That makes him look more weak. He's not going to call to report it. He's going to get him back in a different way. And he's going to be like, I'm going to show him not to punch me again. Nah. I've seen too many things. I've been around too much shit. That's right, Busby. The math ain't mathin'. And what's mathin' is that two frat bros got to a fucking physical altercation. One of them didn't want to fight back, and he wanted to use a different way to get him back. That's what it was. I've had plenty of dudes do the same shit to me, not with Roofy, but I'm going to tell you right now, I've had plenty of dudes not want to square back up, and they fucking go another route to try and get me fucking back. I ain't stupid. I see this shit a mile away.
I talked to this week. Apparently he had hurt his hand that night.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really specify what he had done, but apparently it had to do with a hurt hand.
If he punched the wall, then there would be a report that the hotel had to fix a repair in the wall from a punch mark. No, he didn't punch the wall. That would already have been released. That would have been used in the police report. That would have been used as common knowledge. There's no way he punched a wall.
And that night.
No.
And people being emotional about it. Apparently it didn't have anything to do with Riley.
Do you think there's information that his frat brothers have that they're not sharing?
Oh, what I'm saying is, this is what I think, Mama's Love. I think the frat brother used it to get back at him, and they did it in a city where Riley got lost, and then the other part took place. This is why I try and tell people, a plane doesn't just go, shoo. This hydraulic line breaks, and this part of the wing cracks, and this part of the navigation ended up being switched at the wrong time. It's all of these things that lead up to the accident. All of it is together. It's not that the frat brother played a joke and then all of a sudden had this weird scheme. No, the frat brother played a joke to get back at somebody, and it went wrong because that person got lost, and unfortunately they got lost on the worst street possible. That's what happened. It's the that makes that take place.
I feel like, yes, maybe. No, I mean,
Blue tent.
I
Just
haven't
remember,
sat down
blue
and talked to
tent.
any of them to say, tell me your whole entire story. Would I like that? Yeah, yes, it would be nice.
Now that you've found Riley, do you feel like you have a different purpose in terms? I mean, do you want to know everything that happened? Is there like a hole? How would you describe it?
Of course, there's.
Gina, when I walked the path, I love those glasses. When I walked the path, the Google walk map, and I'm gonna show you guys again when I go down there. Unfortunately, I accidentally dumped it. But with the live, you saw me on live doing it. With the Google walk, it tells you where to go. When you're walking with Google Walk, that's how I came up with. So I clicked on the Your Tempo, and I went from the path, and I walked to Your Tempo using the Google Walk. Google Walk will tell you, turn left, go straight. It'll tell you different things. It could have been Google Voice.
There's a hole in my heart. There always will be.
Yeah. It'll sound like somebody's. That's what we did. We had the phone sitting out like this. It'll sound like somebody's talking to you while you're holding the phone like this, trying to watch in your direction. We live streamed it. You could see us doing it when we went down there. When we went to Your Tempo, we had Google Walk up. It's like,
And we may never know what happened that night, and that makes it even worse for me. But yeah, I would like to know everything that happened that day.
I don't understand why they haven't reached out to us wanting to provide information of that night. You know, maybe I'm crazy, but why should we have to reach out to them and beg them for information on a missing brother?
Did his brothers come to the funeral?
Mm-hmm. They did. They were shuttled down on a bus, basically chaperoned through. They were loaded back up on a bus, and back to school they went again.
Do you think the fraternity is trying to protect the fraternity? I mean, in terms of like a lawsuit or reputation, or I mean, what do you think is happening behind the scenes?
I think it's a reputation blow.
I do. There were a couple of things that happened over this last week. They had a memorial service for him in Columbia, and we were notified 3 hours before. Well, we know it takes 3 hours to get to Columbia. I mean, I thought this was a brotherhood.
What? Oh my gosh. They did that shit on purpose.
They did. They were shuttled down on a bus, basically chaperoned through. They were loaded back up on a bus, and back to school they went again.
Do you think the fraternity is trying to protect the fraternity? I mean, in terms of like a lawsuit or reputation, or I mean, what do you think is happening behind the scenes?
I think it's a reputation blow.
I do. Yeah. There were a couple of things that happened over this last week. They had a memorial service for him in Columbia, and we were notified 3 hours before. Well, we know it takes 3 hours to get to Columbia. I mean, I thought this was a brotherhood, you know.
Riley Strain's parents with our own Brian.
Wow. And yeah, when you go to type in, so if you type in tempo, okay, and it should be on our live. If you type in tempo when we were down there, if you type in tempo, it shows you the list from the bar. It shows you the list of all the closest places, right? So if you're typing in tempo, which is the part of the name of the hotel, if you type in tempo, you're intoxicated, you see the top one, you just hit the button and start letting it tell you where to go. And what happens is it comes up your tempo. That is the path that he was walking when he got lost. Was the path that, and we're going to be showing you again. You can already see it on my live stream before. I'll be doing it for you guys again coming up. He literally walked the path that it takes you to get to your tempo. So he could have been, oh, the first one, bam. You type in tempo, the first one pops up. You hit it because you're thinking, hey, it's my hotel, tempo. All right, boom. And you're off to walking because this is telling you what direction you need. Turn right. Walk so much feet. Turn something. Oh, okay. Oh, I need to. Oh, okay. I need to go here. Who says he wasn't talking to the freaking Google voice? You know, that's what happened. It shows up first. I'm going to show you guys when we go there again because I'm going back down there. I'm going to be getting more footage for you guys, getting footage, taking you guys down through all the different paths and all of that. We'll be doing it again. Can we listen to that woman's interview too? What woman? Apple Watch. No. Here's the next interview. Let me see here. That's crazy. I don't know of a part 2, so let me know. This is also from an hour ago. Chris Dingham joins the show as well.
Now is Chris Dingman, a friend of Riley Strain's family. Chris, great to have you back on the show. You agree with Riley's family that he didn't fall into the river by accident. You have some pictures that you've taken to help explain why. It was a very steep embankment that had a lot of rocks, a lot of trees. You say it's impossible to fall down it without getting some sort of mark on your body.
Yeah,
right.
It's the terrain right there. We've been trying to explain to people.
Okay. We've already. Okay, if you go to. I almost slipped down this fucking hill, you guys. I almost slipped down the hill. It was the first day we were there. I almost slipped down the hill. I wonder if he's going to. I hope he uses our pictures because from the GoPro, like seriously, that's why I said when we went down there, you're telling me that they say no foul play if you're going to supposedly fall here and go enough in there to then float. That means that you would look like you got hit by a baseball bat. How are they saying no foul play if you would have to look like you got hit by a baseball bat before you know? And I'm going to share here. If you go to the video section, and I'm going to show you right now, you guys got to watch these, okay? This is very important when it comes to this. Right here. You got GoPro Part 1 of 3, Riverbank Search and Scenarios. GoPro Part 2 of 3, Riverbank Search Scenarios. GoPro Part 3 of 3, Riverbank Search and Scenario. And trust me, the Part 3 and the Part 2 says a lot. Part 1 shows you how to get in there. Here's the link for Part 1. Look at how clear it is. Definitely go check it out because I'm telling you, when you see this right here, and I'm going to switch to this. I hate how it brings you up every time. When you switch to this, let's see here. Oh, I got it. It's on number 2. When you switch to this and you see the what it looks like, it's like, yo, you're gonna be hitting stuff. This is underneath the bridge where the car, like, you're gonna be hitting stuff as you're falling down. There's no way in hell you're gonna be hitting stuff. You're gonna be hitting all these rocks. You're gonna be hit. Look at this. Watch the clear as shit. You're gonna be hitting all these things that don't make no damn sense.
People from day one, it's just extreme terrain. The police actually tied off roads to rappel at that picture we're currently looking at to get to that point. So yeah, the families had a real big issue with that. We actually had.
So you see this picture right here? If my GoPro, we're directly below that when I'm looking up and I'm going, okay, between that number 1 stake and number 2 stake coming sticking out. You see the bottom, and I give you up, left, right, all around with that GoPro. Seriously, check out those videos.
And we're thankful we actually had a local Nashville native that actually took a tire from that picture that we're looking at right there and rolled it off of that ledge and down towards the river. And the tire never made it past that first ledge after that 21 feet. That tire's going to bounce a lot more than a body would, not to sound morbid, but there's just no physical way Riley could have fallen on any type of those lengths or diameters and not had any serious body problems with him.
You went to this homeless encampment that's near the river, and that police have said it was possible Riley fell from down into the river. And you say after being at that encampment, there's no way he could have fallen from there either.
Nope.
It's like an absolute jungle. We actually had.
That's why you watch the first video, the second, and the third, because as we're walking, we're actually showing you how he didn't even fall over where those people were standing. It's no way in hell, you guys. You got to watch 1, 2, and 3, and you'll see. There is no way in hell. No way in hell.
Gentlemen do a video of it, and they're called like switchbacks when you're hiking. They switch back and forth going up extreme terrain just so you're able to do it. And just walking through the gate where, quote unquote, may have been the other option as far as Metro Nashville.
I even rappelled.
There is no clear visible shot to the water, let alone the fact Riley would have had to went by the homeless camps and the people staying in them to even get to the water.
Yep.
At one point also, I've been, from the very start of this thing, I've asked you and Riley.
And that green gate that I walked into where somebody said, "Get out." Did you say that, Najee? No. I know somebody. I've heard reports about pit bulls biting people up here. All right. Let's go. Rappel. When he says homeless encampment, and I walked through that green fence because I feel Riley went in there to relieve himself, and that's where he ran into somebody that ran. Get out. Get out. That is part of his homeless encampment, isn't it? If I walk in there and I take 2 steps and somebody goes, "Get out." Who said that? Oh, the guy in the blue tent down there. Oh, the same guy that when you watch the GoPro video, we stumble across their backyard. And what is their backyard? Their backyard is where the credit card was found. Oh, wow. That's interesting. And who's the guy with the coat and the hair and the ponytail? Oh, that's his buddy. Oh, hey, who's the one that was coming up with the story saying he went that way? Guess what? The same guy. Oh, hey.
Riley's stepdad when he was on the show as well, and his dad, about the possibility that he was drugged that night. His mom said that he texted her and said that his rum and coke tasted weird, like barbecue, he said. Do you think it's possible that he was drugged? We know he only had one alcoholic beverage at that last bar before being basically kicked out.
We have had, and even today, I've had a dozen more people reach out to me from that
That's
story
right,
coming
Snap.
out last night.
Don't come
that
down here.
unfortunately have had that incident.
Sorry about. That's right. He said. That's right. He said, "Don't come down here." Something like, yeah, something to that effect. Basically, yeah. Basically, get off my fucking lawn. And I'm sitting there going, "This is public fucking property. Go ahead, bro. You ain't gonna fucking tell me where to go on public property." Cause I went what I fucking did. That somebody wanted to do this shit right when I walked in there. Guess what? I did what I fucking did. Then I even walked to the fucking ledge and started talking about some shit. Go home. Go ahead and tell me. Get off, please. It's public fucking property, bro.
Have been drugged down on Nashville, and recently that they had woken up, passed out in vehicles, leaning next to buildings. So I think Nashville definitely has an issue with what's going on in the bar scene down there. I'm not calling out any bars. It's like any major city. But from what Riley
just like all the locals told us, you can watch our show.
That have literally had that happen to them in Nashville recently reach out to us. It could be a possibility.
Okay, I've got to ask you, I'm still, ever since you guys revealed on this show a few weeks ago that you hadn't heard from the fraternity brothers since the night he went missing, our audience, I know, I was shocked to hear this. Have you seen any pictures or videos that these young men may have posted? I mean, first of all, this is a bunch of fraternity brothers on a road trip from Columbia, Missouri, where Mizzou is, to Nashville, Tennessee. You know, they're bar hopping. I've got two sons around that age. They're constantly walking around with their phones, taking pictures and videos. Anything from that night?
You know, we've gotten nothing. And on top of that, I thought maybe even after the parents doing their interview last night that maybe a parent of one of the fraternity brothers or sorority sisters per se got more of a conscience than they had and, you know, started talking to their kids and trying to get info. And at this moment, we have crickets. There's nothing that's been said or produced at all.
Yeah, there's nothing. But guess what, bro? We're coming there. We're gonna get these answers, man. I'm gonna find them damn boots, bro. Because I know damn well one of them dudes is wearing them. I know they've been wearing them for freaking 2 weeks. Somebody's been wearing them boots for 2 weeks. And if it wasn't the person that got them because they got traded, I'm going to find them. Because I guarantee you, if it ain't the people that are living right there, it's the people that are walking up and down that street around those people, because that's who would have traded the boots. And guess what? There's a lot more other homeless people in different areas as well. And guess what? We're going to look for the boots, because I guarantee you somebody has been wearing them boots for 2 weeks. Guarantee it.
Nothing at all.
No.
Guarantee it.
And once again, just to put a point on this, while you were at the emergency room and when you were frantically searching for Riley, at some point you saw those fraternity brothers getting home from their night out on the town.
Actually, that was Chris and Michelle and Riley's stepdad. And yes, they were sitting outside the hotel in the truck. And actually the kids walked back by and waved at him and made eye contact with him coming home from their party. So it's extremely frustrating. It's probably a good thing that I wasn't there. You know, I'm just old school. I will say this, you know, we've actually had some incredible people in Nashville that has been boots on the ground for the Strain family, for us, constantly trying to find information and leads.
Yes.
We found out today that one of the detectives, or possibly both the detectives from Metro Nashville, is actually at a police training seminar this week. So we're hoping that maybe they show back up and they learn something in their seminar that can help us figure out what happened to Riley. So we're still trying to get answers.
Yeah, I understand. But Chris, you have to also understand, probably there might be people out there saying this family just can't accept that he just might have fallen in. Do you know what I mean? Like,
sometimes.
100%. And,
Yeah.
you know, if you've not been there and physically seen the terrain or known the kind of outdoorsman, whether Riley was drugged or not, we have no witnesses saying he left the sidewalk and went any farther than that.
Okay.
We have witnesses up within 10 foot of where he supposedly went missing now. Nobody says he walked over the retaining wall or went through that fence.
Okay.
So now that you've looked at the terrain and see how drastic it is, even if Riley would have fallen at one spot, you've still got 30 feet before they even get to the water.
Yep.
That's after falling over 20 feet.
Yep.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to join.
After following 20 feet, damn straight. It ain't happening. You can see me and Najee explore all the scenarios, and when we get to each one, even through the gate, it's like, no, that don't make sense. See, I want to show you guys something, and here's the link for this. And then we're going to switch to some Sebastain stuff here. So here's the link to this video. And this is what I'm saying about this green here. Hold on one second. On location. Okay, I think this is the one where I went. Yeah. Actually, it's this one.
It actually drops off pretty quick. Because from here to just right out here, it.
All right, so when I go to. Yeah, right here. If you go to the timestamp 254. Here.
Let's go. And I'll carry this. You want to just stay here, or do you want me to move this over there?
No, I'll
stay here.
Keep an eye on it.
Fingers crossed. All right, so I'm going into this green gate area right here. So here's the green gate area, and there's the bridge. And I'm going to try everything I can to get in there without. Yeah. Okay. I think I went this way. And then this way. What? Is he saying nothing? Huh? Was he saying something? Right. I thought I heard that too. Let's go. And I'll carry this. You want to just stay here, or do you want me to move this over there?
No, I'll
stay here.
Keep an eye on it.
Fingers crossed. All right, so I'm going into this green gate area right here. So here's the green gate area, and there's the bridge. And I'm going to try everything I can to get in there without. Yeah. Okay. I think I went this way. And this way. What? Is he saying nothing? Huh? Was he saying something? Right. I thought I heard that too. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
I thought I heard that too.
I definitely heard it.
Don't come in here, right? What the fuck? It's like we both heard somebody say don't come in here.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello? I haven't heard anything else. Maybe that's what he was told when he came in here to take a piss.
Huh?
Maybe that's what he was told when he came in here to take a piss. Don't come in here. I swear I heard it. That's why I was like, I thought it came from over to my left. Yeah, you too? All right. Well, fuck it. I don't know. It's like it was a warning or something. Okay. All right. Let's sneak through here. Oh. All right. So like right here. See how it opens up right here? Shit. Yeah, it opens up right here. And this is where I was like, well, maybe. This is where I don't see you walking through all this, or unless you go your way. I should have went your way. Because you just, that was pretty easy for you, right?
Yeah, that was. I just.
Dude, my property just as much as it is theirs.
Samantha J said, CJ, please, you don't need to do this.
Yeah, I do. We're going to be good. I'm just having a hard time trying to. This is a lot to. No, that's not going to fit. I'm going to have to undo this and put it in even farther. Hold on.
Somebody said in the chat, warn them that pit bulls have come after people. That's me. That's it.
They said they had warnings that pit bulls come after people up here.
There is a black and white pit bull.
Is that why somebody said don't come in here?
There is a pit that is shared by several different people in this area. Black and
I wonder if that's why somebody said.
Dude, you don't see it. I also have a whistle.
Huh?
I can whistle them away. I don't know, maybe not the dog. We need help. The whistle.
Well, this is public property, right?
Yeah.
So if I get attacked, I'm good, right?
Yeah.
Public property, I can defend myself.
They have to put the dog down.
Huh?
You got attacked by a dog, they'd have to put the dog down.
Okay. No, I mean if I put the dog down.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, if I'm gonna get attacked, I'll put the fucking thing down myself. Shit. As long as it's public property, and now if it's, you know, something else, well then. But shit, this is my property just as much as it is theirs.
They're saying it's really, really bad down there.
Hold on. What is?
That area.
Oh. I'll just be a few. This is. Damn it, I did it the wrong way.
John Shingleton said they told JLR not to go down there because they had dogs.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe they were talking about the other spot. Because where we were at, it was right next to.
Yeah.
Remember when I told you, like I showed you guys that that walkway, like you could be real close. Let's see. Let me know if you hear crackling or something. What the hell? Did you hear that?
No, I did that.
Jesus God. I thought that was a fucking snake, dude. I heard, I was like, oh.
No, that was me.
You're good. Now I have a brain fart here. I had it hooked up right the first time, but now I can't remember. I need a day off.
No, Mama's love, not if the tree.
Yeah, they might have been talking about the spot.
I wanted to hear a crackle in case a dog was coming at me. Mama's love. It had nothing to do with a crackle and a tree breaks. I wanted to hear a crackle if a dog was coming. Because I'm not trying to get bit and then turn around. If somebody else is hearing a crackle, that means a dog's coming in my direction and I need to be prepared. That's why I asked for a crackle. That's why I asked for a crackle. If you hear a crackle, Najee, let me know, because that means a dog's coming. And we ain't doing that no more. So here's a link to this again if you want to hear that. 2 hours, 54 minutes, 0 seconds. It'll take you right to that spot. All right, give me 1 second here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to switch to some Sebastain conversation here, and we're going to get into some of the footage that we did today, and we're going to make a little map as well. This is more for the people that are able to have a kayak or a boat out there. If I'm not able to be there, it's just a way for them to see kind of where we're coming from. And let me see here. Oh, I guess we don't have any. Wait 1 second. Here we go. There's a couple of videos and one video and an article, I think. So here's the first video I want to share.
Sebastain Rogers is missing for 50 days now, and it's a very concerning case. The Proudfoots have displayed a number of red flags, inconsistencies, and we know that Chris didn't want Sebastain in the home. He asked Seth to take Sebastain, as his marriage was apparently on the rocks with Katie, and he couldn't deal with Sebastian's issues any longer. We also heard that he was trying to get custody of his daughter Faith. How do you send one child away to bring another one into your house? It just makes me so sad for Sebastain. I don't think we even know the full story of what really went down behind closed doors at the Proudfoot home. Sebastain even told his father Seth that he didn't want to go back to his mom's house. However, he gave no reason as to why he didn't want to return. Well, I found these messages on Facebook that really made me sad. These two women were chatting on Facebook, and their messages were posted in the Find Sebastain group. In the first message, the lady says that her daughter went to school with Sebastain, and wanted to know if the other lady, who claims to have seen Sebastain at an earlier time, by some campsite I think, knows whether Sebastain said something about putting him in a trash can or a bag or anything like that. I found this very interesting as to why someone is asking this. I mean, why would Sebastain say such a thing? Did he feel as though he was trash? Is it something someone would do to him if he was badly behaved? The lady replies says that Sebastain wasn't behaving very well at that time, and he threw his racket down on the ground. She then thought he said, "I'm going to take you, because I'm trash." She told him not to say that because she's sure he is a good kid, but she just wants to talk to his parents. She says now looking back in hindsight, he may have said, "I'm going to let you take me to the trash." The other woman replies again says she is asking because Sebastain would go around the school, asking for people to put him in the trash. It is so disturbing to see these text messages, thinking that Ellie searched the landfill earlier in this investigation. Something is not right here. Praying that answers for Sebastain come soon.
That is weird. That was very weird to hear that. Here's another video here real quick.
Information tonight in the months-long search for missing 15-year-old Sebastain Rogers.
The Sumner County teen was last seen at his Hendersonville home at the end of February. He's been missing ever since. News 2's Mai Owens is at the WKRN.com alert desk with these new details. Mai.
Well, Bob Haley, we have confirmed Sebastain Rogers' biological father has now hired 2 private investigators to look into his son's disappearance. Now, that's according to the Sumner County Sheriff's Office.
Those ain't the PIs I was talking about either, you guys. Not those. I ain't worried about those PIs. It's the other ones I'm talking about.
The sheriff told us
because somebody wanted to give Chris some bullshit information. See what I'm saying? And all I'm trying to do is find Sebastain.
He briefly met with the investigators this afternoon. They've reportedly
Thank you so much.
interested in researching some of the areas around Sebastian's home. In the days immediately after Sebastain went missing, search crews covered miles and miles of land, but repeated searches didn't turn up any new leads. The search took investigators as far as a landfill in southern Kentucky, where the trash in Sebastian's neighborhood reportedly goes after it's picked up. That search also turned up nothing. Now, Sebastian's father, Seth, has launched searches himself, going as far as West Tennessee. He told us today he's doing everything he can to find his son. Haley.
All right, we better, because that's going to get me in trouble. All right. Now, here, I'm going to flip it back to this. Crazy shit, you guys. Crazy shit. All right, we're going to switch to some footage here. Give me 1 second. Let's see here. Okay, so this, let's see. All right. So I'm going to just kind of go through each video here and show you. And we're going to use this so you can see the clear. I know when we're streaming, it's not always the greatest. Trust me, eventually I'll get good enough equipment where we won't have that issue. I appreciate you sticking with us through the process of trying to become better every single day. Let me get... excuse me. So this is some of the area that I would like I'm going to go through different videos here. I would like a kayak or a boat or something. Now, I want to say thank you to Casey. Dark Divers is going to be there. Shout out to them. Thanks to them for all their support that they gave over at the other show as well. I really appreciate it because it is about the truth here. All right, so this is all right, so this is the 5.3K GoPro. I will be uploading these at some point through the evening, so you'll see stuff pop up. Bam, 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 bam. This is one of those areas. I don't know why it's going so quick right there. It's probably because StreamYard. It did this in the beginning of the show yesterday. For some reason, it can't handle the. I mean, look at the clarity. For some reason, it can't handle the clarity over here on StreamYard. But trust me, I am. Damn, that 5.3K looks beautiful. Look at the ripples in the water, you guys. Wow. The little bubbles and the little fish, and wow. Amazing. StreamYard can't handle it real good right away. Look, and you can pause it, get a beautiful screenshot. I don't know why it's doing this. Look at this. Why is it going so quick? What the hell is it doing? What the fuck? What is it doing? Look at the ripples in the water. Yeah, the new card's working good. StreamYard doesn't, it can't handle the clarity. But I'll be putting these videos up overnight. So look, I'm just kind of explaining things. You can watch the live as we're doing it. Just look at that clarity. No, it's not the speed. It's maybe it is a time lapse. But really, you can pause it at any moment. It might have accidentally went into time lapse there when because I had so much shit in my hand at that point, and then I just got done talking on Pascal's show, and I had so much shit in my hand. I was like, "Fuck." Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in to hang out, and thank you for being a beautiful person out there too, with nothing but peace and positivity. All right, let me get to another one here. Damn, the freaking GoPro went crazy on me. Look at so see, these are all different spots. I probably shouldn't have let that whole one play. I should have paused it at different points here. Let me go back to it. So I'm showing you, like, you can see there's so much tree and debris up along the shore here. You can see all the trees growing out. You can see all the brush coming through. Look at, you even got look at all the wood, and you got to think too, there was a tornado there and it kicked up a whole bunch of stuff. A whole bunch of stuff. Trees, wood, trees growing out. Look at that. Just all along the river. Trees growing out of there. Just muck going all the way down. Can't get to it. Need a kayak. Look at all the just sitting right. The turtles. But you can see just all of this stuff right here, and then you look in the middle and it's like, yo. But the thing is you wanna follow the current, so this is the end part of it, but at the later part of the show, I go to the part where you wanna start in your kayak, 'cause you wanna let the current take you down, that way you don't have to, use any kind of force, and really, you can go down in, like, probably 45 minutes on one side and then do it on the other side, do the same thing, you know? I mean, and see how murky it is? It's just there's so much wood in it. Alright, and then we'll check this one out. This is more along the river, more along the shore, more gunk. Look at that. All this wood, all these trees. All these trees. This is why, like, when I messed with the settings, I was like, "Yo, I gotta do it in 5.3K." It's just my memory card went from like this to I'll probably have to get more too, 'cause after my footage from yesterday, I think I only had like 400 gigabytes left. It wasn't very much. Wasn't very much, but look at all this wood. Look at this. All up and down the shore, just all up and down the shore. And it's like this on the other side too. Good night, Hannah. All up and down. Just going up and down the shore, just kind of showing what it looks like. Now I'm walking back up. Let's go to another one here. Sharing was canceled. What does that mean? Yeah, this is me walking back up. Oh, I'm going to the other side. There's more of underneath that bridge. More along the shore. More along the shore. I mean, and there's even a little like, yeah, that's where I show people. There's a little section in there that cracks inside there too. See right there, straight in the back, it goes inside too. Look at all these trees. This all up and down. All up and down. Just gunk. Just gunk. All right, now let me show this one. Let's see. Video. What am I on? I'm on number 2. So let me go to number 3. That's this one. My safety. I'm going into communities where people might not want me to find somebody. You guys have been through my shows every time, and you guys see all the harassment. The people following me. Hell, this morning. I know. I didn't know 5.3K was available either, Golden. I was like, son of a bitch. I've been recording at 1080p and 30 frames a second, and I was like, I could do 5.3K with 60 frames a second. I said, yeah. And then I watched my memory available go from this to this, and I was like, oh shoot, I need bigger memory cards. I need bigger memory cards. This is why, hey. This is why I was looking for. I probably have to get more too, for real, because like one card's not enough. Like it is not enough. But look at this footage, y'all. Look at this footage. Getting followed. And you can pause it at any time and look at it. Even on the time lapse, you could pause it at any time. I'm going to be uploading these for you. About the truth. And that's why I said if it's just being talked about in the post, then that makes it seem like Chris Proudfoot had a reason to say what he said, and he doesn't. Because I never did any of those things. This must have been after my call. Said after they brought it up. That's exactly what I'm talking about, people. You heard his guest. Look at the ripples. And then I even had to break it down. Look at the ripples. If you really wanted me to find your son and I drove by your house, why would you be upset? Because that's the last. I have a wind muffler thing on that, but it makes my GoPro get hot as hell, and it's just not good for the GoPro. I need to try and find something that I can just have over the microphone itself. The thing that I have covers the whole GoPro, so it makes it very hot. All right, so let me see. Let me skip it ahead a little bit. Come on, StreamYard. What is it doing? There we go. It took the sound away. There we go. But I didn't even do anything to you either, Joseph. Yeah, see? You got, man, look at that. So this is what I'm saying, and I'll show you the other footage because I'm going to take you to the other part of Drake's Creek, and you're going to see. I'm trying, like, this is all you have to do is plop your kayak in there. You don't even have to do none of this. You can just literally just let the current take you. You don't even have to do You don't even have to do any work for it. I know. I wish I had a drone this good, Casey. I don't. My drone, it's already crashed on me twice because the GPS goes to hell and then it just takes off on its own and dives into. Yeah, it's not good. That's later on down the road though. That's where. Oh shit! See, I didn't step on a snake, Busby. Here it is, right here. At the 3-minute mark of this video. I didn't step on it. I almost stepped on it.
Same information's getting put out.
What?
Oh god, I almost stepped on a fucking snake.
Whoa!
Holy
See?
shit.
The camera went like this because I gave it that hover
crazy.
foot. That hover foot.
Yeah, I'm good. That just scared the shit out of me for a minute. I went to step and it fucking was right under my foot.
The hover foot. Whoa! Hey! 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 The hover foot. All right, so there's that video. We're going to show you another one. This is the 4th one. Let me see here. Because I know some of them were just quick. Oh, this one's a couple minutes. Here, let's check this out. Come on, StreamYard. Come on.
I don't know if I can get through this.
That hover foot.
Rush.
Okay. Yes, Gracie, that's why I like to show you guys as well, and I like to upload them also because now that I have the availability to do this, it's way, yeah, you see it on the live, but this is my little extra thank you for you guys' support for the community. Then I can kind of do these things for you too. So, like I said, in the future, when the time presents itself, I would love to be able to bring you streams with this clarity. Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of, equipment or whatever. So, but I try and do the best that I can with what I have. And I hope that you guys see that I really do give you 150 in every area because it really means everything to me for your support. I'll be uploading these when we're done, though.
Oh wow, there's a little teeny turtle there. Oh wow, that's crazy.
The turtle. I zoom in on it too. Hold on.
I don't want to lose him.
The turtle. I forgot about the turtle.
Oh, there he is. See if I can get close enough without falling in.
Oh no, not yet.
You see the turtle?
See that damn court? Look at the hot sauce on those boots, baby. Look at the hot sauce on that. Why are you wearing those? Because the community wanted them, and I had to get them. Why? With all the it's hot sauce. Doesn't taco have hot sauce on it? My boots have hot sauce. Come on. See the turtle?
He's just hiding.
Hold on. Let's rewind it a minute. I want to see the turtle close up.
He's just hiding.
See the turtle? He's just hiding on that rock. Hold on. Let me zoom in. Yeah, look at that. You can even see the little edges of his shell and everything. Yep, there's the turtle. The hoverfoot. Woo! Woo! The hoverfoot. Yay!
Damn,
snake holes are just everywhere. Hear all them birds chirping? Nature is so beautiful. I mean, look at how huge these snake holes are. Look at that snake hole. This is my boot. Look at this, you guys. See how big that freaking... Look at how big that snake hole is compared to my boot. And there's so many of them around there. It's crazy. Snake hole is... Look at that compared to my boot. I love that hot sauce too, Caddy. Hot sauce. Hold on one second. All right, let's get to the next one. I need to get that damn cord, man. I'm telling you, that cord was driving me nuts today. Let me see here. And I keep forgetting I have extra batteries. You know what I mean? I need to remember now. Shout out community. Thank you. I need to remember that I have 3 extra freaking batteries that I can carry with me. Duh. All right. I'm just not used to having it. That's all. So it's just a couple feet and then it jumps off. Oh, you'll see. I came across more bones today. I know. I do need to. I do need to. Them bones. Kind of want to see this from the other side, and I'm going to go on the other side too. Oh, I did search the other. Okay. Oh, I know where I'm at now. Oh, okay, because I did. I searched the other side. I think like 2 weeks ago, and I stopped right at that bridge. That's right. Yep, that's where I ended my day. Oh man, my toe was throbbing that day. I gotta say, my toe's been good ever since that last break. Shout out. My toe does not hurt anymore. Okay. Oh, after a month of it hurting, oh, thank you. It don't hurt no more. Yeah, that's a red bridge. There's multiple bridges going like down. A couple feet and then it just drops. There's multiple bridges going down. The reason I'm showing this is because I'm trying to give this to anybody that has the availability to go out there with a kayak or a boat. Even if I'm not there, I would like them to see this, to see what I'm talking about, and then hopefully use this footage and maybe these spots and ideas to maybe come, you know what I'm saying? Just give it a look. You know what I mean? I can't get out there, and I know other people out there in the community have the availability, and so I'm just trying to work with anybody that I can. That way we can try and, you know what I mean? Every moment is another moment closer to Sebastain. It's off. So I'm not, definitely need a kayak here too. So we'll go, you'll see, we'll go, this is the same part of the river. So if we go this way, then Drake's Creek is right over there. Well, I mean, we're all in Drake's Creek right now, but we're in a different section of it. So yeah, I searched all up along that, and there was a couple spots I was trying to look for. Almost, Mama's love. When I got injured on the Riley Strain search, my big toenail, like if this is my toe right here, say this is my toe, my big toe, or here, I'll just say, if this is my big toe, this part, the inside part of the nail, jammed up into the side of my toe. And so my nail actually like dug into my foot on the inside of it. And then every time I took a step, those two toes kept hitting each other. And that's why it took so long, even though I was out there searching. Because right after I was done with Riley, I went straight up to Sebastain and started looking for Sebastain. And that toe just kept going boom, boom, boom. But it didn't matter. I was still out there trying to do everything I could. I was like, I'll worry about the toe later. It's finally healed. But this is what people don't understand. They make it seem like I'm out there for other reason. And it's like, dude, I was searching for Sebastain for days in a row before I even took a break on my toe. Like, come on, man. This is about Sebastain. So if you have a kayak, this spot, and look, there's another spot over here as well where it kind of separates. This is for anybody that has a kayak or
too. See?
Yeah, search up along here, please. It splits in a couple spots. It's just interesting areas, right? Them bones.
I didn't even know about this over here. Another spot for a kayak.
Thank you, Busby.
Trying to be careful out here looking for snakes because they'll be well camouflaged in this area right here, looking like a stick or something. I almost stepped on one a little bit ago.
Almost, Busby. Almost.
Trying to be aware.
Almost.
And I do have my first aid kit in my trunk.
%, Crystal.
This is sketch.
Hoverfoot.
What kind of fucking bone is that? And it's like chopped up. What the fuck?
Look at the clarity. Yeah, I don't know. Some kind of animal. I don't know what it is. Some kind of animal.
Some kind of animal? Look at that. It's got the fucking teeth there and everything, too. Sorry, I can't see chat out here. StreamYard needs to come out with the dark mode. Yeah, that place definitely needs to have a kayak, and this too. So if anybody is able to come out here, if anybody wants to meet me, we'll be out here Saturday as well. What I'll probably do is I'll probably stay the night in Nashville on Friday, do what I need to do in Nashville, and then head back to Hendersonville Saturday morning. I might go to Nashville tomorrow night, but that depends on my contact. If my contact needs me to...
All right, so let me show you the next one. Let's see. Okay, this one and this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one. Oh, that's just when I walk back. I might say the directions though. Hold on. All right, that's not one. Let me see what this one right here. Oh shit, it went crazy again. So that's okay. So this is, I don't know. See, it was warm. It was like fucking burning up. All right. So this is Drake's Creek. This is the area that also needs freaking kayak. Okay. And I'm going to show you guys on the map and then kind of like the direction that it goes and where I'm talking about when it comes to this search here. So you can see there's one part, then there's land, then there's a bunch of woods back there. There's a walkway where you go across the bridge, and then there's a walkway. So on the other side of the lake, river, creek, whatever, there's another walkway that goes back to a whole bunch of woods as well. Now we explored all of those, but I wanted to show these are areas for a kayak. Like when you extend out through here. Oh, that's when the geese were about to attack me. And then the fuzzy babies, right? There you go. Okay. So you can see all up along this shore. This all up along this shore needs to be checked out. All up along this shore. You can see the fences in the middle here. Those need to be checked out. There's like fences all over. All right, let me go to the next one. You can see like fences all in the middle. All this needs to be checked out. Oh, that was a quick one. All this needs to be checked out with that kayak. Let me see. What about this one? See all this like brush looking stuff? All of this needs to be checked out with a kayak. All of this on both sides needs to be checked with a kayak, okay? Or a boat, whatever. All of this. See, And you can see these fence things in the middle, going all up and down too. All of that needs to be checked. You can see all these little fence things out there. All up through there. All up through there. The fences in the middle need to be checked. Along here need to be checked. The trees going into the water need to be checked. All right, and then let's go to this one. All up along here need to be checked on both sides. So I'm going to take you to the Google Maps. I'm going to yeah, that same duck. Excuse me. All right, so that's it for that. Let me go to Google Maps here, and we're going to go to the location. All right. So here is the location on Google Maps. All right. An inflatable kayak. I'd be afraid that thing, if you blow it up and take it down, I'd be afraid there'd be a leak somewhere. I'd be afraid there'd be a leak. I'd be out in the middle of the freaking river, and all of a sudden, I'm taking on water, Captain. Oh, shit. All right. So, where I first started off, okay? Actually, let me pull up Google Earth. Hold on. I can actually show you better. Hold on. All right. I'm going to show you on Google Earth. Okay. All right. So this is where we were at. Okay. So we parked here. We parked here, and then I walked you in between these two lines of trees. Okay. Then I came back around, and then I walked over here, and then I continued to walk down this path right here. Okay. So I'm walking down this path, and I'm kind of showing you guys, see all the weird, like, fencing in the frickin' water. Okay. See all of it? I told you guys it was like all up along there. Look, there's fence things in this frickin' water. Okay. This is what I'm saying. This is why the sides of the shore and the middle need to be checked with a kayak. Now, here's the thing. Now, when I first started the stream, we were over here. So if you guys remember, see, I parked right here. And then I first walked this way. Okay, so the footage I showed in the beginning of the show, I walked this way. Okay, so I was walking down this way. How far did I get? I think I got about right here, and then I turned around and walked back this way. Okay, I came back to the car. After I came back to the car, then I came this way and took you down. First, I took you down here. That's where I found the bones, right here where my cursor is. Then I walked back up, walked around, and went this way. Okay, now that's the bridge. There's another bridge up here. Oh, wow, I walked farther than I thought. So I walked to this bridge too. Okay, all up along here. Now, this is how you're going to have to take it, okay? When it comes to this river current, okay? So it's going north, all right? So I don't know where. You got a bunch of homes right here. You got Mallard Point Park. That would probably, I don't know. That would probably be a good place to start, honestly, but I feel like before that, maybe Sanders Ferry Greenway. That might be a good place right here. Sanders Ferry Greenway, okay? And then you're going to go in this direction. And really, you follow the current, and really, you just follow the current on both sides of the shore. You're also going to hit some of these on this side too. You're also going to hit some of these they're like fences in the water. But first go this way. Okay? And then you're going to follow the current going this way. Okay? So you're going to go up that way. So maybe you could even go closer than that. No. Yeah, you would have to go to Sanders Ferry Greenway. Now, when it comes to this side, okay, this is private property except for right here at the Hendersonville Dog Park. So what you would have to do is you would have to walk right here somewhere. You'd have to walk right here somewhere. Then you could follow and search through the kayak all of these different areas, okay? And then this kind of goes along on its own path. This goes through the bridge, and then it kind of meets right there, okay? Now, what I would do is I would start first. I would do this first. I would start here, do this area first, okay? And again, the current goes north. So I would do this part on the right first, then come here. Then you can go back from here, okay? And then head this way. And then that'll take you, and you also have a little path through here, and you have something right up here that you can go into. It kind of goes into land, and then you can literally just follow it until you get to this second bridge right here. So I know that's kind of crazy. I'm going to redo it. So you're going to go this part, number 1, then Sanders Ferry Greenway. You're going to follow that same path. You got this spot. You're going to come back down. You're going to go here, 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 and then right there. So up this dog park first, then head to Sanders Ferry. So I hope that helps anybody. If they would like to come out and help, it would be appreciated. Just this small area right here. You're just talking about this small area right there. So I hope the footage helped. I hope this map helped. If, like I said, if anybody knows that somebody would like to be able to do it, please refer them to this video when we go through the footage, and then when I show them this map and kind of the different spots. So just refer him to this video if we don't have contact before then. I gotta get on my phone here. I'm not sure what we're gonna be doing tomorrow. I think I might end up being here in the morning and going in the afternoon. Let me see if we have anything else. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I haven't been able to go through that other footage yet. Let me see here. Thought there was something else here. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. Like we didn't cover something. I feel like we... Sorry, I'm pooped from the heat today. And I want to say thank you to everybody for the 11K. I appreciate your guys' support. And thank you for becoming part of the family here. Let me see here. I think we're going to be good. So do me a favor. I'm going to go ahead and go hang out over here. I want to say shout out to Allegedly with Brittany J. She had me on and she asked me for what I felt about the post that Proudfoot left. And so I want to say shout out to her for giving me the opportunity and for her asking first. That's total 150 respect, and I totally appreciate everything. So I'm going to end the show here. Go on over there, show her some love, drop some green hearts in her chat, and I'll be joining her chat in a few. I need to make a phone call, y'all, and I might be on the phone for 10 or 15. So I'm going to hang out and chat, and I'm going to make that phone call. And we'll let you know what we got going on tomorrow. I think that I'm going to be doing an Idaho 4 show tomorrow morning. So definitely, I'll put out the notifications this evening before I go to bed, because that's when I'm going to know everything. So I will see you over at Brittany's. If not, I'll see you tomorrow morning. And thank you, everybody, for all your peace, positivity, and progressive approach to this thing we call the beauty of life. I appreciate it very much. I will see you over there in a little bit. If not tomorrow, thank you all, and have a peaceful and positive evening.
4746.